What's up, everyone? So, been entirely too long since I worked on the car, but just been doing other stuff. Got sidetracked with some other projects and stuff, but we're gonna get back on the car today. So we're kind of at the same spot. I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with the front down tubes today, and then we're either gonna, well, we're gonna decide and we're gonna get them tacked in today is the goal. It's kind of a nice fall day, so it'll be a good day to get the welder out. You don't have to worry about getting too hot and stuff. And but before I do any welding, you can kind of see all the leaves on the car and on the ground back there. So I should probably get the leaf blower out. So go get the leaf blower out and get these leaves off the car and then get it unwrapped since it's been about a month, and get back to work. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll get back on this thing regular and really want it done by the spring. So, and I got a ton of work to do. So we're gonna keep at it, and thanks. Alright, so just finished leaf blowing, so hopefully that'll be good enough to keep anything from catching on fire when we're doing some welding. But so let me get the tarp off, see how many leaves and acorns are inside the car, and we'll get started. Alright, so if you've been watching the last videos, I'm really worried about the pillar bars that are going up, and worried about them being in my way when I'm driving and stuff and not liking it. So I went ahead and put the seat back in the car, the driver's seat, and you see this is the driver's side bar. But if I'm looking straight out, like this is pretty close to my face, so I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue. I can still see pretty good. You know, the bar's still there for sure, but I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. So I think we're just gonna finish mocking this up, and I got to do a little more grinding on the driver's side bar, because when I got frustrated I quit there. But I think we're just going to mock it up, tack it in, and call it good, just so we can get back rolling. I really don't think it's going to bother me after sitting in the car. Hopefully that doesn't change, but we'll go with it. And as you can see, like right here will be my head, so this will be my view, so it's not blocking too much. And then, you know, that's the driver's side door that's cracked open. But so we're gonna roll with it and hope for the best. All right, so got the floor plate down there ground. I still got to do a little more grinding on the driver's side, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this one tacked in and get it tacked in at the bottom, and that way I'll be able to level this top hoop and then get the other side tacked in. So we're making progress, which is good, and hopefully I'll have good news later. All right, for better or worse, we got it tacked in. So I tried to make sure they were even, which I believe they are. So anyway, so those are tacked in. So now I'm gonna start working on I got the front tube out. So now I'm gonna figure out where I got to punch a hole in the firewall for that to go through. And I'll probably get out the front suspension and put it on and put a tire on it, just to make sure I'd hate to put all that together and then a tire hit it when it's compressed. So we will get a front suspension and a tire out, and then we'll get this bar mocked in hopefully and get it cut, because it should be much easier. No crazy angles or anything, so it should be fairly easy. I say that, but anyway, so we'll get that in, and I'll figure out, I'm not exactly sure how far up I want to come on this bar, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to put it back here. And that way I'll leave the front open for turbo and radiator kind of stuff. So I'll probably put it here. Probably put it like right there. And then the plan is to cut all this off, so it'll just be flush with the firewall once I get that far. And then I'll probably put another bar from back here and up, just to give it some added strength. Which I don't know if that's necessary since it's such a short distance, but I'll probably do it anyway. Cool. Alright, so went ahead and got the front wheel back on it, mocked up. I believe that should be about as high as the front wheel will go. I don't know, I gotta do a little more looking, but should be fine. Because this bar, alright, the plan will be for it to go about right yay and out, so I should have plenty of clearance. The higher I can get it, the better, because the top right there is where the fender mounts were, so The taller I can get this bar, the shorter my fender mounts have to be, which is kind of cool. But as you can see, it's way long, so I'll have to cut this bar. But I think I'm gonna drill the hole. I gotta get in there and look, so it'll hit the pillar bar right. You can see it right there. The drill's kind of in the way. But if I drill the hole, say right there, or right there, I might try to go higher. I might try to go right there and then angle it in a little bit. And then it'll connect to the hoop there. And then I'll probably maybe put one more bar somewhere, but might not, depending. Cool, so we'll get at it. Alright, so went ahead and drilled my hole there. And got it pushed in, which is kind of hard to see, but it's going to line up with the bar in there. So I went ahead and measured the angle for that bar because that bar is tilted back a little bit in there. And then I'm going to set this bar at like 40 degrees. So it'll swing out a little bit like that. It's kind of hard to see. But so I'm going to get a measurement on how much I need to cut. And hopefully I will notch it. And then we can fit this one in. So stand by. So I want this bar to land like right there-ish, but I do have a little bit of wiggle room, right? I don't want to be too close to this, to the upper A-arm, but as long as I'm within those 4 inches right there, I should be good. So I'm going to shoot for the middle. So I'm going to get a measurement so that way I know how much I need to chop off the end there, and then we'll go chop it. So got the bar set up in the tubing notcher. So I got 18 1/4 inches right there, which should put me right where I need to. And then I've got my bar tilted 40 degrees, which I'm pretty sure this is the right way, because if you do it like that, that's how it's going to go on the car. It's kind of awkward, but I think that's going to be right. I sure hope it is. Yeah, because I've got it leaning out, and that's what I want. So I'm pretty sure this is right. So I'm going to think about it a few minutes, then cut it. So got the first end cut and got it test fitted, and now we're going to go for the second cut here. Then with any luck, this thing actually fits. And then we'll probably call it quits for the day, because it's starting to get dark. We'll pick up all the tools and get back on this thing tomorrow. Alright, so the one inside actually fits right, which is awesome. I cut this one. It's still a little long because I need it to be 0 there for level, and it's like 2.6, so I'll probably just take the grinder and fine tune that one. Hopefully I didn't make that too short, because that's quite a big gap. But I guess I kind of forgot about this bar being angled. I cut it like it was straight down, so that's my bad. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. But really good progress today. I'm really glad I got the pillar bars tacked in and all that happy stuff. So you can see those are tacked in, and they look, I think they're even. Let me know if you think they're even. I think they're even. It's kind of hard to tell, because if you get off a little, but anyway, they'll have to be even for me. And then I'm gonna get back out here tomorrow, and we'll get that one trimmed up. And then once we get that one figured out, the next one should go even easier, and hopefully we'll get those tacked in. And then we'll probably move to the back and get those bars tacked in, and the door bars. Probably do the door bars last, just because they're gonna be in the way with everything else. And then got to finish cutting off all this other stuff from the fenders, and then make some fender mounts and figure out a radiator and all that heavy stuff. All right, so it's the next day, and you can tell the leaves are still falling. Hardly even looks like a leaf blew yesterday. But anyway, this morning we're gonna get on this bar. We're gonna get this thing fitting right, and then we're gonna get the other one cut. So let me get this tarp off of here, and we'll get that thing, get the grinder out, and hopefully I can get that. Hopefully I didn't mess it up, because I really want the top part of this to be level. So hopefully there's enough slop there for that. If not, I guess it'll just be a little unlevel. But anyway, we'll get at it. All right, so got lucky. Did a bunch of grinding and got my fitment much better. It's actually really good by my standards. Probably not professional standards, but hey, it's fit up nice. It's within a half a degree, so that's fine because all these are really support bars. I'll just make this other bar, make the driver's side match. So now I got to measure out where that hole is and make sure I drill it in the same place on this side, and we'll get it drilled, and then we'll get the other bar cut and notched, and we'll see how much further. Probably getting close to calling it a day. I got some other stuff around the house I need to work on, but I really want to get this other bar done. Okay, so I measured twice. Got my little center punch, maybe a hole right there. Right there. So hopefully that will match that, and then my bars will match, because it would be kind of sucky to have uneven bars, but at the same time they're gonna be hid by the hood, so you know, they're off a little bit. Nah, I'm gonna do my best to get them right, because I really want this to be right also. It's just so the car works right. So if too many of my 1/8 inches and close enough to add up, my car will always go crooked, which would be a bad thing. So hopefully we'll get these right. So I got that side mocked up, still not tacked in. Got the hole drilled over here and got this pipe, so I'm just getting it test fitted up, which is way too far forward right now, but I think it's going to match. I think that looks pretty good. We'll see what it looks like once I get it trimmed up. This is always the nerve-wracking part, right? The first one's easy. You just got to get it somewhere. Now this one needs to match the second one, so this is actually where you find out if you actually know what you're doing or if you're just a hack. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm not a hack. Alright, so we made some good progress the last couple of days. I'm going to knock in this video right here, but I got that one where I want it. This one is there and it looks really good, but it still needs a little more trimming. If you look, the driver's side is just a little bit higher, a little bit taller than the other side, so I need to trim probably a 1/2 inch off the bottom here, but I've had enough for the weekend, so I'm going to go edit this video and get it posted. But thanks for following all along, and plan really is I am gonna get this car finished, and I want it running by the spring, so follow along, and it'll be very fun to see if it actually goes straight, and you know, and if it hooks at the drag strip. So I spent you know, hopefully with the 4-link and the Mustang too, and I actually bought good shocks, so hopefully we can drive it to the track and have some fun with it. So that's the plan. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you see anything I'm doing wrong in the comments, because somebody helped me out earlier with some stuff I was doing in the back. So if you see anything I'm doing weird up here, well, let me know. All right, thanks everybody.